What do these three buildings have in common? Oh, that's right, this guy. Antoni Gaudi was born on June 25, 1852 in Barcelona, Spain. During his Spanish childhood, he studied the buildings, nature, and religion. As he grew older, he became interested in ceramics, stained glass, wrought iron forgery, and carpentry. He studied to become an architect, but refused to draw out his plans. Instead, he created 3D scale models and molded the details as he was conceiving them. He devoted his entire life to architecture, only being attracted to one woman, Josefa Maru, who turned his marriage proposal down. He worked until his death on June 10, 1926, when he was run over by a tram and knocked unconscious. He built many buildings during his life, like building my favorite, the Casa Bachul, originally built in 1877 and remodeled in 1904 to 1906. The building's known for many things, like its oval-shaped windows, its multicolored dragon-like roof, and its extravagant interior design. It all started with the Bachul family, who commissioned Gaudi to turn their normal house into a work of art. The house was completed and gave off a whimsical tone. People say there's not a straight line in the entire building, being proven by the roof. This fantastical style follows to the interior, where this staircase might lead to this hallway, followed by this staircase, and a room with this fireplace, and this is the light on the wall. Right. The outside is still one of my favorites, with the building glowing at night and the roof sparkling in the day. Which brings us to this shining beauty, the Casa Mia, which was built in 1906 to 1912. The building is famous for its self-supporting steel structure, its beautiful skylight, and yes, the roof. The roof itself has many architectural points, like the innovative and creative way to build chimneys, its fantastic archways, and its labyrinth-like stairs. The roof is a focal point for many people, as well as the exterior ironwork, the quarry shape of the building, and the decorative designs inside. The interior consists of many archways, functional and beautiful stairs, and fantastic stained glass. The Casa Mia was an apartment complex, and the apartments are beautiful, but to stay in one averages about to 3,000 euros, which is $4,000 per night. Yikes. The interesting and surreal view from the roof to the ground makes this building one of my favorites. And finally, the most amazing, the Sagrada Familia. The construction started in 1882 but was stalled by Gaudi's death in 1926. The construction didn't resume until 1950 when the city had enough money to continue. The construction reaches midpoint in 2010 with the complete date set on the centennial of Gaudi's death in 2026. Even though we can tell the old from the new, the inside is still spectacular with its stained glass windows, its high archways, and its intriguing ceiling. Even though the outside is still under construction, it has beautiful sculptures, like the turtles that represent stability, and the chameleons that represent change. Whether looking on the outside or the inside, the Sagrada Familia is one of Gaudi's best works. But do they work? Well, the Casa Mia is nearly symmetrical, and the quarry shape gives it a natural look, but then again so does the gigantic hole in the middle. And the Sagrada Familia is also symmetrical, and will be very extravagant once completed, but it also looks ahead of its time. Then, the Casa Bachul is partly symmetrical, and the colors bring your attention to it, but it looks like it should be in a fairy tale. Maybe Gaudi designed them to be this way so that you would think of something else when looking at them. Who knows? All I know is that the man's a genius.